Venezuela, I don't know what they are fighting for. I'm still watching, studying it. The Americans are saying that some of the Latin Americans are sending drugs to the U.S. But whatever the case, we shall find out, we shall learn more. But whatever the case is, you can see the gaps, which I'm telling you about. Because the Americans are operating from 4 dimensions. They're operating from sea, they're in the sea. The Latin Americans are not there. They don't have a navy. Then they can come with air force, and then space. They're in space. Now they are trying to come on land, which of course is very risky also for the Americans. There you come near, because even me, who has got a short range, I can harm you. But there you are at an advantage. You are seeing me in space. I'm not seeing you. You are in the ocean. I'm not there. I'm here. So the issue of the strategic security of Africa is very crucial. East African Federation, I'm glad the East African leaders have never given up. Even when we were last in Arusha, they appointed me as an advocate for the Federation, so that we are able to unite our land space, unite our sea space, have more resources to be able to build capacity in the 4 dimensions: on land, at sea, in the air, and in the space. Good space. What's good space? We can't remain here when other people are in space and you think we are clever. Dancing and watching European football clubs. It's very, very risky for you people. So you should wake up and wake up the young. Yes, the young generation should have pleasure, but also they must have security, a secure future. And they have all the potential, because like East Africa is very strong. Because we can use Swahili. They are the same groups.
Well, fellow Africans, that is Yoweri Museveni, the president of the Republic of Uganda. So the thing is, when Museveni spoke about Venezuela, a lot of people immediately reacted like it was just another political statement. Some said like, why are you defending Maduro? Things like Africa said or to stay out of Latino. But here's the thing. Museveni wasn't really defending Maduro as a person, but he was defending what we call sovereignty, something that most of African countries have suffered from. Anyone who understands Africa, anyone who knows our history, knows why that matters so much in relation to what President Museveni has just said. Africa has seen this playbook before, not in theory, not in textbooks, but with our own people suffering. And it hasn't always been leaders who have been supporting such. It has been an extraordinary force of citizens who paid the price. Now, think about Libya. Just think about Libya, an African country. Way back in the 2011, when NATO helped to remove Muhammad. The world was told it was just for the purpose of democracy and because Muammar Gaddafi had violated human rights. But what actually happened after the removal of Gaddafi? It was basically chaos. Up to today, as we are speaking the 6th day, 2026 January, there is a lot of chaos in Libya. Libya has collapsed. Libya is divided into small states within one big state. Weapons are spreading all over Libya. Weapons are also spreading all over the Sahel region. Terrorists moving across Mali, Niger, Burkina Faso. Human trafficking exploding, and ordinary Libyans, ordinary Africans are now paying the price. Actually, this is the main reason why the Sahel regions form a NATO-like alliance to curb this terrorist activity. After that, after Libya, fellow Africans, also think about Sudan. The fall of Omar al-Bashir, as indicated in the books, in the media, everywhere. Pressured by international actors, everyone thought this would bring stability. But what followed? Coups, civil wars. As you're speaking right now, if you go to Sudan, there is no peace. There is no peace in Sudan. Civilians are paying the price. Children who ought to have vaccinated, they are never vaccinated. Schools are not operational. They are demolishing what they've been building over the years. Civil wars. Millions of people are being displaced. The people are suffering. Not to the power of the actor, but to the people who want Africa to be. Not just Sudan, also look at Côte d'Ivoire or the Ivory Coast. So way back in the 2011, after the contested election, the president refused to step down. France, the UN, and the ECOWAS intervened militarily to install Ouattara. As a result, there was a civil war, hundreds of thousands displaced, political polarization that still affects the country today. And as we are speaking today, the same Ouattara has just won another election. Mind you, this Ouattara is very, very old. Anyway, this is Africa. This is how leaders in Africa ought to behave. We are electing leaders who are very old. Office, government office. Now, then we also have DRC. As you can see, and as you know, DRC has received a lot of backlash. Wars everywhere. Wars and wars and wars everywhere. No one is caring about DRC. Minerals are being stolen. People are being abused. Human rights being violated. Emergence of so many organizations within DRC that are fighting the government as of 2023. We also have Zimbabwe. Show another side. Western power imposed sanctions on Robert Mugabe, basically way back in the same sanctions that were imposed in Mugabe's government. Up to today, these sanctions are still affecting Mugabe's government, even though Mugabe died. Zimbabwe economy is performing poorly. Why? Because of these sanctions that were imposed way back in the 2000s. By whom? By the Western countries. The same has also affected Cuba. You can understand the politics of the Latin American countries. Cuba is suffering right now because of those sanctions that were imposed way back. during the Cuban Missile Crisis. Even Somalia. Somalia is also not at ease. Conflict everywhere, militias everywhere, human rights abuses everywhere. Up to today, we are still talking about safety. Now tell me, how is Africa supposed to prosper if you are having conflict? You cannot travel from South Africa all the way to Egypt by road. You cannot. Literally you cannot. Why? Because over the road will be made by several groups of terrorists. Now, with this in mind, basically we cannot continue. But all in all, we wish that at the end of the day, Africa will wake up. There will be integration of Africa. And all in all, everyone will be able to manage and do business. Borders will be open. And at the end of the day, this continent will be built. We also have Angola from the other side. Even Angola has suffered much because of the Western power. What is the name? This 25 million. So, in Museveni's message, the message is clear. This isn't about money. It is about a principle that Africa can live. When outsiders decide leadership, ordinary people pay the price. It's a warning. Because yesterday it was Libya. Yesterday it was Sudan. Today it's Venezuela. Tomorrow it could be any country in Africa or Asia. According to the news, President Donald Trump is starting his labor day to end June. So, my fellow Africans, please wake up. Let's unite. Let's fight for our land and let's remain peaceful always. Thank you.